Hello, hello, and welcome to our YouTube channel. If you haven't connected with us before, my name is Tatiana Faye. I'm part of a psychic medium duo called the Gypsy and the Witch. We're also husband and wife, Paul and I, although Paul is a little bit unwell right now, as many of you know if you have connected with us before. So a lot of the YouTube videos that we've previously uploaded over the past couple of months is mainly me, myself and I, although Paul does dip in where he can. I have decided, because you're probably thinking, what's Samhain special? I've decided that October, it would be a really lovely opportunity to upload and connect more with our YouTube. Why? Because it's October, of course. It is the season of the witch, and I absolutely love October. I love the autumn. I love the colourful leaves dropping and releasing off the trees, much like the emotions and energy we've attached ourselves to all year, releasing and falling, and just allowing us that reflection over this time period as we head towards the cold, dark winter months, where we just go inwards to our home, heart and hearth. Ooh, cozy time. Of course, we cannot forget about all of the lovely spiced cinnamon lattes that seem to come out this time of year. And absolutely Halloween / Samhain, the time of year where the veil is at its thinnest between our world and spirit world, a time where we can connect with our loved ones closer. As I did mention, I am a psychic medium, which means I'm also a medium as well as a psychic. You guys have seen me pulling out cards and connecting as a reader, but I do also, as some of you know, connect as a medium as well with spirit realm. It's a very, very joyous yet sacred time, and you know, it's our time to connect, honour and respect our loved ones in spirit realm, those that have walked our pathway before us and also passed down that lineage through us. So it's a time of honouring those. It's also spooky season. A lot of people love to celebrate October for the month of Halloween, where it's okay, that 1 month of the year where everybody feels that it's okay to dress up in all our ghostly ghoulish outfits and our pumpkin faces and just enjoy and embrace that energy and that fun that Halloween comes to bring to many of us. Of course, there's a lot of people that don't like this time of year. I respect that. That's absolutely fine. Everybody is entitled to their own likes and dislikes, opinions, and so forth. But for me, I'm here to embrace, enjoy and share that. And you can certainly expect a lot of videos over the month of October on our YouTube channel, just here connecting with that time. I would really like to share some spooky ghost stories with some of you. And also some card reads, maybe a little bit of mediumship, who knows. I don't even know what we're going to be doing, but we're going to be doing lots of things to do with Samhain. So, Samhain on the wheel of the year. The wheel of the year is our Sabbath dates, and in line with the seasons, we turn this wheel as we go through our months and our seasons. And as I say, we are approaching Samhain just here. We've gone from Mabon, which is our first harvest, and we're going through to Samhain. What am I on about? We've gone through Lammas, apologies, which was our first harvest. We then went through Mabon, where we have that darker energy starting to come through. And we have, not in a scary way, and then we have Samhain as we go through the month of October, and you start to really feel that energy in the air. On this lovely, that's my ceramic wheel, on this lovely seasonal wheel that I bought from beautiful Glastonbury quite some time ago. It says Inner Seasons. I'm not sure who this was created by, but I like to go by it. So autumn, transitioning to the inner world, Queen, healer. So from a physical level, slow down, declutter, power naps, healthy boundaries, solo creativity, brainstorming, getting things in order, reflection and healing yourself of the heart, releasing old patterns, spiritually unwinding, pampering, and orgasming, lifting your spirits. Lots of big words there. But again, working in line with that season, that energy, as we work through our own energies, through our own seasoning as well, in line with nature, the animals, and of course, those around us here that we can see, but those around us that we also can't see. Are you admiring Rosa here? Some of you may not like her. Some of you may like her. She is my lovely Gypsy Rose Lee that was gifted to me at the Festival of Pagans and Witches in September by a lovely man. And yeah, she is very special to me. Jeremy gifted me her, and I think she's absolutely fantastic. Some people don't like dolls. I do. Maybe we might talk a little bit more about dolls and energies and comforting ways as well. I mean, we put a fairy on top of our tree, right, to ward off all of them unwanted energies and keep us safe and warm and cozy over the winter. Of course, we have our jack-o'-lanterns, our pumpkins that we put out at Samhain, Halloween, to ward off any spooky spirit. So, you know, we have our teddy bears that make us feel comforted. Rosa is one of my dollies that makes me feel very comforted and happy indeed. So thank you to Jeremy for sharing that with me. I hope you're enjoying this random little Samhain special that I decided to do. I am going to pull you out a card now. Okay, so I've got this lovely deck here, Trick or Treat Tarot by Barbara Moore, illustrated by Jonathan Hunt. It's a new deck that I got at the UK Tarot Conference this weekend just gone by. And I'm very excited because this is the first time that I have used this deck. Even though I have spent a couple of days connecting with it, looking at it, very much enjoying the illustrations. So let's pull out a card, those of you that haven't had any general guidance for a little while. As per when the wheel turns, we do tend to do our reading specials as well, our £10 specials, video recordings, personalised ones obviously for yourself, and also type up ones for a much lower rate than the usual readings, but we do offer one-to-one readings, 30 minutes and 1 hour as duo readings, and individual readings of either Paul or myself. If that interests you, please have a look on www.thegypsyandthewitch.com. You can connect with us on Facebook, you can connect with us on Instagram. The group is The Gypsy and the Witch, Titania's Healing Room in brackets. The page is Titania's Healing Room. Insta is The Gypsy and the Witch with the little marks underneath that I always seem to forget what they are. But of course, you can just connect with us here on YouTube, like and subscribe, and do enjoy our Samhain special and our general reads and connections that we provide and offer on here. We are very blessed and very much value and appreciate everybody that does connect with us. So thank you so much for being here. Without further ado, lots of chit chat, chinwag and so forth, I shall pull you out a card now and let's see what the message is. Just tuning in there. Okay. Queen of Wands. Look at this beautiful illustration, firstly. Appreciate the candle light there, so I'm going to just go like that for a moment. Okay. Cauldron. Green. Do you know why the witch is often represented with green? Do you know why? It's It's very much down to the Technicolorist for the production of The Wizard of Oz. That's why. However, I will mention that the colour green is the heart chakra. So when you come across the colour green lots, or if you want to work in line with that heart chakra, that open heart space, then work with green. Use the colour green for clothing, makeup, general, softies, comforting things that we have in our bags. Going off on one. If you like colour therapy, you want to connect with colour chakras as well, get in touch. But anyway, this beautiful witch here is the Queen of Wands. She is green and she has lots of red, and her cauldron, there's lots of fiery energy coming in here with this. The reason being because the Queen of Wands is the element of fire. The Queen of Wands is a very strong character, but she doesn't always put that energy across. She doesn't always acknowledge her fire. So the first bit of insight or reflection for you to ponder over that I'm going to give to you from this card is to know and recognise your own strength. Please do acknowledge that strength that you do have. Even if you're not fully sharing it with the world, do acknowledge it. It may be that you are currently going through a difficult, challenging time period, and you really do need to remember your own strengths. So that's the first message from the Queen of Wands, okay? Remembering your own strengths. I also think that when it comes to the element of fire and what the Queen of Wands brings to the table is that recognition of motivation and taking action. A lot of people in the spiritual field talk about manifestation. Manifestation is amazing, but we also have to take into account practicalities. There's no point in sitting thinking and not doing. We can think for a million years and not put it into place. We can try and will it, we can try and manifest it. Sometimes that can work, don't get me wrong, not dissing manifestation in any way. But the Queen of Wands talks about being proactive, taking these thoughts, taking these visions and putting them into action to allow them to come into fruition in your life. So if there's something that you've been thinking about doing for some time now and you've not done it, you've not actually been proactive, please allow the Queen of Wands to support you with a message of taking action. Make it come true. Let her wave her magic wand and go, make it happen, okay? The fact that the cauldron is there as well on this illustration, I feel is also talking about, filling your bucket and creating your own magic. So there's a sense of independence and solitude here about the Queen of Wands. I think when it comes to the Queen of Wands, as I say, she can be quite fiery, but she's also suggesting that you don't always have to lean on other people. Of course, I never suggest completely hermiting, but in line with the season, we are going into a reflective state. We are going into a bit more of that closure around us and just starting to slow down with the season. Or you might find, if I'm saying this and you're thinking, no, I'm not, I'm work. What are you talking about? I wish that I had time to slow down. You will recognize that physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, that you will have a pulling saying it's time to start calming down a little bit now. It's not summer anymore. That sun's not out anymore. It might be a little bit, but I'm in here in the dark with a candle on pretending it's not because I'm ready for spooky season. We are in the autumnal months where we need to be finding our own strengths, finding our own magic. And again, you can consider that it's really good to connect with others and support others and allow others to support us, but essentially leaning into your solitude, leaning into your strengths, leaning into your visions to allow this magic to take place into formation and action. Again, as I say, red, again, we're going to look at the colour red. I spoke a little bit about the green here, but of course you can see there's lots of red on this card. And when it comes to red, red is fire, as I say. Wands is the suit of the element of fire. But also, when it comes to fire, not only do we have strength, determination and will and action, but we also have lust and love and desire and all them feelings, them warm feelings, and that is all about bringing that to the table as well for ourselves, but also our loved ones, connecting with our loved ones. So we can take from this card too, in terms of relationship, that bringing that spice energy, that warmth, that desire, that passion, that spice of life back into the table, however that may be. You know, when we've got the cauldron, we're talking about home and hearth, it might be a little bit of kitchen witchery, brings that energy back to the table, creating a nice evening meal together, a little bit of wine, whatever tickles your fancy, but bringing that fire and desire and passion back into the relationship. If you're not in a relationship right now, it could be talking about this for you on a level of actually bringing that strength and that self-love and desire and attraction and self-esteem back into your own energy as well. Reminding yourself who you are and allowing yourself to present yourself in a way that you understand that you are desirable, whether you're on your own or not. Okay, bringing the right person to the table is the other aspect that I feel in terms of relationship and love with this card. We can bring finances and work into this as well, because I feel this is talking about creativity too. So again, when we're talking about that fire, we're talking about that sort of strong energy, we're talking about creativity. So re-sparking your creation, your expression and those sort of energies. So again, if you're thinking about something, you've been thinking about doing something, please take this card as a sign. Yes, 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 yes. Create it, make it happen, but also go back to the table, go back to the drawing board. Don't be afraid to do this as many times as you wish to. Embrace that energy. Again, home and hearth, you know, it's about going back inwards a little bit this time of year, but not making it boring, making it fun, being proactive, creating your new visions for the year ahead. Loads and loads there from that one single card. Oh, sorry, I mentioned work and finance and then didn't really say much else about it. I said about creativity and expression, but actually bringing new ideas and suggestions is what I meant by that as well. So whether you're self-employed or whether you work for somebody, it's about bringing in those new thoughts and visions to further progress in development of your work, your employment or your self-employment, but bringing that back into your mindset, into your vision, and again, taking that action to make it happen. If you're struggling with finances right now, then trying to be productive in terms of thinking about how to bring in a little bit of extra money. We're living in today's society, you know, don't listen to that and think, it's all right for you to say, but I'm not able to actually get much money in right now. You know, perseverance is key on that level as well. Do not ever feel disheartened, or don't feel like you're in a position where you're lower than anybody else if you're not receiving that money, if you're struggling for money. We are all equal here on this earth, okay? So if that is something that you're really struggling with right now, or struggling on any other level, I just want to take a side note to say, I feel you, I'm sending you love, and I'm sending you strength during challenging times, okay? And just know that we're all here equal, and that as with the wheel of the year and the wheel of the season, it's the same as the wheel of life, that our fortunes can change and turn at any point. We may find ourselves in a position where we're really, really struggling, and then all of a sudden we're given the golden key of opportunity and things pick up for us and progress for us. It might be that you're somebody that is always doing fantastically well, and then all of a sudden a spanner goes in the works and you start struggling. 2023 has been an extremely challenging year for myself and my family, and I feel through connecting and discussing with many people that this has also been a very challenging year. It's a year of transformation. 2 add 0 add 2 add 3 equals 7 when you break down 2023. 7 is the number of spirituality, of transition. Change is coming. Hang in there, okay? And sending you big loves. I know I slightly went off from the Queen of Wands to give me a little bit of connective talk there. But again, when we are working with the energy of Samhain, we are working with our spirit guides, we're working with our ancestors, those that come before us. And I do feel that empathy and compassion is always needed in every walk of life, respectfully here in life and also with spirit. So just sending everybody a big love there as well. I hope you've enjoyed my card read, and I hope you've enjoyed listening to some true witchy waffles on today's session. It's been a long 20-minute video. I am going to, again, spice things up, as the Queen of Wands said, with some Samhain videos, ghost stories, waffles, maybe even might do a psychic supper, who knows? But over the month of October, please do keep on checking out our YouTube channel. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do like, share, drop a comment below, let me know that you enjoyed it, only if it's positive though. And yeah, thank you for being here. You are truly valued and appreciated. From the both of us, sending you much love and spooky blessings.